Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought it was time that I do another drugstore makeup video. So I went to Priceline and I bought a bunch of new drugstore makeup, and I'm just gonna get straight into it and not yabber on. And just quickly, I know I haven't been doing a lot of makeup videos. I'm trying to explore into doing other things. After I did that poll on my Instagram that was like, do you guys watch me for makeup or personality? Like 90% of it was personality. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna do heaps of different things and you guys seem to be enjoying it, but I still wanna keep doing little bits of makeup here and there because I know some of you guys are only subscribed for my makeup and reviews and stuff like that. So I'm always gonna keep them going as long as I'm living. So the first thing I'm going to be trying out today is the L'Oreal Glow Cherie Natural Glow Enhancer. It's a 24-hour hydration primer. So L'Oreal normally comes out with pretty lit products, not gonna lie, but it's a primer. You guys know what I think about primers. I just never know if they work. It looks kind of like pearlescent, so maybe it'll give my skin a nice glow. You probably realize that I've got a little bit of oil on my nose here, only because I still am quite sick and I've been blowing my nose non-stop, and that's caused a lot of dry skin around the nasal passage area. So if my skin does look a little bit dry around there throughout the video, you know exactly why. No, I haven't been snorting lines of cocaine. I have been blowing my nose. The complete opposite, okay? Thank you. Oh, that smells really, really good. If a primer smells good, I'm like, I instantly like it, because with primers, y'all know my thoughts on them. But it smells really refreshing and really nice. Delish. It's giving my skin a bit of a glow, but it's probably all gonna get covered up in a second with the foundation I'm about to try. Now, I don't know if I've actually tried this before because I've done so many makeup videos in the past. I actually don't remember. I looked through my channel to see if I have, but I don't know. But I'm gonna be testing the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. Now, this has just become available in Australia in all price lines. This isn't sponsored. I'm just letting you guys know that you can get Makeup Revolution in Australia now, because there are a few Makeup Revolution products in here amongst other things. This is the shade F4. It comes in like this little, kind of like a tart shape tape. I said that right that time. Shape tape bottle, which is cute. Lately, I haven't been really using a beauty blender, period. I've just been using a brush because I've just like really enjoyed doing, oh my god, I'm doing my skin first before my eyes. What am I doing? No. I'm just gonna take this off and I'm gonna do my eyes first because what am I doing? I'm getting too excited, but that does look good so far. I've just zoomed you guys in a little bit so you can see better on the eyes. Haven't done my brows yet, but we will be doing those probably after my foundation because I have changed up my whole makeup routine, as you would know. So the palette that I'm gonna be trying today, I actually got sent a bunch of Makeup Revolution from Priceline. We've got heaps of different palettes here, which all look really, really cool. But the one I'm going to be using is by my beautiful friend Jack. Now, this currently isn't available in Australia, but it will be in a few weeks, as he told me. I just texted him to double check, but he hasn't replied because he lives in the UK. So I'm going to be giving this a go. I'm so proud of Jack for coming out with this palette. As soon as he knew that he was doing it, he was sending me photos and sending me like looks that he created with it, and it just looks freaking awesome. And the price point of it is very, very good too. So this is going to be available in Australia really soon, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, let's see how it goes. And just because he's my friend, it doesn't mean if I don't like it, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna say that it's great. Okay, thank you. Just letting you know that, and just letting you know, Jack. You know me, bitch, you know me. Now, one thing I am gonna do is I'm not gonna be prepping my lids with a drugstore concealer. I'm just gonna use my p.louise base. So I'm just gonna do that, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna get stuck into the eyeshadow palette. All right, so now that my eyes are all done, I'm just gonna be diving straight into the palette, and I'm gonna first of all be taking this beautiful orange shade here. And Jack, I'm praying this is good because you make it look really good on your Instagram, and I swear to God, if I have any issues with it, there's gonna be a problem. I'm suing. All right, I'm just going to be... Okay, pigmentation out of 10. 10 out of 10 so far. Let's see how this bitch blends. I'm just gonna kind of bring this through my crease. Bitch. Yes. And I'm gonna be bringing that shit right up through my crease and blending this upwards. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Pigment provided. Very impressed. So far, so good. All right, now taking a separate brush, I'm going to be taking the yellow shade and I'm going to be putting that right above the orange. If this shit doesn't blend together well, I'm not going to be a happy boy. All right, here we go. Oh my god, it's blending together. The more I'm blending, the more it's blending in together, which is exactly what we want, Bindi. We want that seamless blend. So just taking a little bit more of that orange just on that same brush that I used the yellow on. I'm gonna kind of just go back in and just blend around those edges. Looks like we seem to be having a bit of a seamless blend going on here, which I'm very happy about, Jack. Thank you. I don't have time for shitty blending eyeshadows, as do none of the population. All right, now that we've got that nicely blended out, I'm then going to go in with a bit of a more dense brush, and I'm going to be taking this like darkly, I don't really know, darkly shade. The pigment of this color is also really good. It's packing on quite well. So I'm kind of keeping this tucked into the outer area. Sorry, the inner corner right here. I'm gonna tuck that shit in there. Just kind of fade it into my inner corner here. There we go, Bindi, there we go. Just so we've got like that, and it kind of makes your eye look bigger once you bring it up above your hooded lid, your little hooded lid. Now to blend that out, I'm gonna take the orange shade that is a little bit darker, that more of a terracotta one, and I'm just going to go right above that brownish color that I put down, and just kind of gently blend that out. And as you can see, it's literally blending out perfectly. Blending out that little outer area there. All right, come on Drugstore, I'm impressed. This is what it looks like so far, and now what I think I'm gonna do is pack on some gold. I'm just gonna pack on gold. So I'm gonna take this really crazy goldish champagne color on my brush. I don't think I need to spritz it. It looks like it's a pretty good formula where you don't need to, it looks kind of wet already. Either way, I'm gonna just pack this shit on. Oh yeah, okay. We don't need no setting mist or spray up in here, bitch. Look at that. Look at that. But what I kind of do want to do is tuck it in so it's kind of like a cut crease, but kind of not, like cut crease without the whole cutting situation happening. Guys, I have not sprayed my brush, period, and this is what's happening. I'm just going to kind of tuck that gold into the, like that. That's probably the first eyeshadow I think I've ever used where I haven't had to spray or spritz my brush. Legit, straight out of the palette, no wetness, nothing. And look at that. I'm just going to go back into that darkish sort of shade that we used before, and I'm just going to kind of pat it on to the outer corner just to bring a little bit more darkness back. Nothing too crazy. And I'm more so just going to blend that into the gold just so we don't have that like straight up harsh line there. And then I'm just going to kind of drag it across really close to my lash line, kind of bringing it down kind of like a wing sort of shape, but not a wing. Do you know what I mean? Just changing up my brush here. I'm just going to take a smaller one just so I can really get in there. Now I feel like we do need a bit of a wing, and I do have a new eyeliner here that I do want to test out. Where is it? We do have a little bit of fallout under here, but that's normal. I mean, if the pigmentation payoff is good, then fallout doesn't bother me. I think I'm just going to do a bit of a wing. I'm just going to be trying out the ModelRock Cheek Wings Out Loud brush tip eyeliner, and I'm pretty sure you can get ModelRock in Priceline. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's an Australian brand, so yeah. I'm just going to do my wing, but I'm not going to be speaking because it's very difficult to be doing that. Okay, well there's like your average type of wing, but I want to make it even bigger. Just a little bit bigger. Okay, now that's my type of wing. Honestly, I don't know how we got to this extent of a big wing, but it kind of just happened, and I'm sorry. I'm just going to take off this fallout that is underneath my eyes first. Just going to let that dry off a little bit. Kind of living for this massive fuck off wing though. Like living for it. I'm going to have to put some huge lashes on though. They're not going to be Drugstore. I'm just going to like pick them out of my thing. I don't know what they're going to be. By the way, are we vibing this new earring? I love it. Such a vibe. And I got this new necklace today from ASOS. It was literally only like 30 bucks. It's like a little lock. Like how cute is that? Okay, so let's do underneath the eyes, and I want to do a pop of color. I'm just going to take a little bit of my base and just go right up on underneath my eye. All right, moving back into the Makeup by Jack palette, I'm going to be taking the really nice blue color here because I want to get the most out of this palette. So I'm going to go in with the blue first on a really dense sort of brush. Oh yeah. I'm going to start slowly blending that down and out. I'm just going to pack on a little bit more of the blue just to intensify it a little bit more. Now I'm going to take some of that really dark blue shade and I'm just going to go right up against my lash line with that. Living and breathing and shitting for this. So far, so good. Just going to wipe off a bit of the fallout we got there. Wow, clearly I've used a highlighter on this brush before. Thanks for that, Bindi. Now, I'm just going to take this eyeliner here. This is just from Essence. It's just their eyeliner pencil. It's actually pretty lit, not going to lie. And I'm just going to pop that into my waterline. My eyes are looking a little bit bloodshot because I've been jabbing at them all morning. I'm not stoned. Everyone always claims that I'm stoned in my videos, but I'm not. My eyes are just sensitive to literally everything, especially eyeliners when I go jabbing my eyes with eyeliner. All right, so we have my eyes pretty much done. I know that took quite a while, but that's what we get when we're playing with new products and trying out new things and doing a big fuck off wing. Now moving on, I'm going to be testing out this mascara here. This is the new Australis Fake It Black Mascara. With mascaras, they're a bit of just a hit and miss, to be honest. So not bad, actually. Definitely giving my lashes some volume. Well, that's better than that shitty NARS Climax one. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yep. I approve this. This is really fucking good. So far, I approve the eyeliner, the mascara, and the eyeshadow palette. Everything I've used so far, I have liked. So far, so good. I'm just going to dip in and grab a bit more to do this eye. It's coated my lashes, it's volumized them, and it hasn't made them look fucked in any way, shape, or form. All right, moving on to eyelashes. Now, I would be using a Drugstore pair of lashes, but because my wings are so big, I'm just gonna chuck on these ones here. These are from Crystal V Lashes. They're fucking massive. I wore these my whole benefit tour, and they're literally just, they're huge. Like, they are just that big, but I feel like I need them because of the wing that I've done. Like, that's how big they are. Like, is that too much? I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit too much. What about some Doll Beauties? Instead of going on with those big ones, I'm just going to go in with the Doll Beauty. These are in this style Esmeralda. The Drugstore eyelashes that I have are just not big enough to cover this wing or go with this look. That's why I'm not using Drugstore lashes for this part. Yeah, that's much better. It doesn't cover up as much of like the eyeshadow look. All right, I'm just gonna glue these on and I'll come back and we can do the face. All right, I'm so impressed with how I'm looking so far. Now let's get started on the face. So we've already put some primer on, but I've wiped half of it off because I was wiping my face with a makeup wipe to get rid of that fallout. And then I'm just gonna whack a little bit more of that L'Oreal primer on. Boring. Okay, moving on to Foundidlydation. Let's go in with the Makeup Revolution. This is meant to be a full coverage foundation. It's a liquid foundation, obviously, and it's vegan and cruelty-free. And this lasts 12 months, which is a year. Did I really just have to clarify that? Wow. So I'm just gonna pop this on as so. Hi, Bindi. Hi. I'm just going to put about that much on, and then I'm just going to take my favorite buffing brush in the world. This is the Morphe G36. No, I don't have a Morphe discount code, and I never will. See you later. But actually, in saying that, if you do want to use a discount code, use Jeffree Stars because he's, it's just J Star. The money for that goes to a charity, so I feel like that's better than using anybody else's. Because the money will just go straight into their pocket. This whole dry nose thing, I'm just not living for. I'm kind of like scratching off dry skin that is rank, but look, it needs to be done. You know, you gotta blow your nose, you gotta blow your nose. Okay, this foundation so far is stunning. It's the exact shade that I'm going for. I'm not that tanned at the moment. My tan's a bit of a mess. Just gonna go over my nose. I'm scared for this part because my nose is so incredibly sensitive and dry at the moment. Just taking more of that foundation and going over my forehead. Gotta be careful around that wing. Don't wanna go fucking that up. Fucking it up. Okay, this foundation could have been a little bit darker for my skin tone, but this is what you get when you buy foundations online. Not fun. I would say this is definitely a full coverage foundation. I didn't have to use much at all, and it's pretty much covered a lot. I don't want to build it up too much because I don't know if you guys have realized lately, but I'm not really into the whole full coverage as of late. I'm more just like a little bit more chill and relaxed. All right, moving on to concealer. I've got this one here from L'Oreal. This is in the shade Fawn. I think it's a little bit too light for me, but we're just gonna make it work. This is new at the drugstore here in Australia. This better be good, because if this fucks up this makeup after this nice eye look that I've created, I'm gonna be very triggered. Kind of smells like soap. It's pretty full coverage. I am gonna put some over my nose as well, only because my nose is so red at the moment. I really do need to stop complaining about my fucking nose though, because I know how draining. I do like this concealer, but it kind of smells like soap. That's my only like thing about it. I'm like, yeah, it does smell a little bit soapy, but that's alright. Now to bake that in place, I've got this here. This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop setting powder in the shade Light. Now when I used their foundation, I was very impressed with it, so I'm hoping this is just as good as the foundation. That is what it looks like. It's not really translucent. It's got a bit of color to it, which I don't mind. I do not mind. I'm just gonna go in with that same brush that I was using to do my concealer with. I'm just gonna kind of pat that in and bake that into place. Not really baking, I'm more so just patting it on. I'm not really like a huge fan of baking lately. I mean, that wasn't too bad. It's kind of like a very finely milled powder, so it didn't go chunky or anything nasty like that. Now to set the rest of my foundation, I've also got this one here from NYX. This is the Can't Stop Won't Stop powder foundation. I'm just gonna take this on a big fluffy brush. Do I have a, actually I'll just use the Morphe G36 one. This is a little bit darker than the foundation, which is good because it's gonna bring a little bit of color back to my face, which I want. Oh yeah, it definitely is. Thank God. I'm just kind of avoiding that forehead area just here, just to keep it nice and bright. Don't really know what's going on with my hair today, as I never do any other day as well, so please just try and ignore that. Thank you. I'm pretty much happy with everything. The only thing that I'm not liking the most is the concealer could have been a little bit more full coverage, but it still did what it said it would do. Moving on, I'm just gonna quickly touch up my under eyes with the palette again. I wanna just go in with that yellow on a big fluffy brush and kind of blend that blue out a little bit more. Oh, I kind of like that. I'll do a close up afterwards. It's kind of turning it green, which I really don't mind. It's got that nice like blue, green, yellow transition. Now as far as contouring goes, I've got this palette here from Savvy. This is a very affordable brand. I haven't tried this before. I did swatch this color last night to see what it was like. I'm a little bit nervous. Very pigmented, so I'm just gonna take a little bit on this brush, literally just do that and then tap it off. And then I'm just gonna really gently go in with it. I mean, it's definitely chiseling me out, but I feel like this color's a little bit too red for me. Actually, I don't know, it really just come down to just depending on personal preference with shit like this, do you know what I mean? Also, it's not as scary as I thought it was gonna be. Like, it's pigmented, but it's definitely blendable. It's not just like stuck there once you put it on. I'm not really contouring my nose, I'm just putting a little bit of bronzer around it. A little trick, if you ever put too much bronzer or anything on, or you just don't like how it looks, or there's too much on there, just grab your brush or your beauty blender and just go over it. And it will just like blend it out and clear it up a little bit. It kind of takes the product off and just kind of smooths it a little bit more. It's a very powdery product, but it's really not that bad. Now, as for bronzer, I'm just gonna bronze up my face a little bit more, and I'm gonna be testing out this one here that is from Designer Brands. It is called the Get Glowing Mineral Pressed Bronzer. Has this got any shimmer to it? Doesn't look like it. It looks like a pretty matte bronzer, which I love. So I'm just gonna go in with a little bit and just kind of bronze up my cheeks a little bit. Oh, that's nice. Designer Brands really does have some good products. I know it sounds expensive, Designer Brands, but it's literally so cheap. I think you can get it. I don't know if you can get Designer Brands in Priceline. This got sent to me in PR, but I'm pretty sure you can get it from like Terry White Chemists or things like that. I'm not too sure. Leave in the comments down below if you know where you can get it from for people that are curious, because they do have really good products. Their foundation is incredible. I remember using it ages and ages and ages ago, and I was like, wow, this is $14 and it's literally the best foundation, drugstore foundation ever. I'm shook at it. Now, I don't actually have a new specific highlighter to try out, so I'm just gonna go back in with that Savvy Face palette, and I'm gonna be taking this shade up here. I'm not gonna spritz my brush or anything. I'm just gonna go straight into the palette, tap off the excess shit, and just go in. Okay, wow. Seriously, this is like a really affordable face palette, and it's really, really not bad. I'm gonna bring it down to like here to give me that glassy look, because I kind of like when highlighter goes across here like this. All right, now it is time to do my brows, my eyebrows. Now, surprisingly, I have something new to try out, and today I'm gonna be testing out the Makeup Revolution London. This is just their eyebrow shaping pencil. So I'm just gonna go in with this and do my best. Don't really know what to think of this yet. It's like a gel type formula, so it's pretty intense, but I'm gonna just keep working with it. I like how it's got like a fine point so you can basically draw in the fine hairs. Okay, that's a pretty thick dick brow, but that's fine. I actually really don't mind this eyebrow pencil. It's actually pretty good. Alright, so I basically just went in and just concealed underneath the brow a little bit and just kind of blended it out. But I really don't mind that pencil. It's really quick and easy to work with, and I'm actually pretty impressed with how my brows look. I kind of just brush them up into place with this brush here. Kind of just went like that and just brush them up into place. I don't have any new brow setting gels. So we're gonna skip that for today, Biddy. I don't have any blush to try, so I'm just gonna chuck on some of this L'Oreal Life's a Peach blush. This is a really good blush. If you haven't seen me use it before, I really do like it. It's just like a nice little orangey, like peachy tone. I've used this before, as y'all know, but it just brings back a little bit of color, and I feel like I just need a little bit of color brought back to my face. And now I need to add something to my inner corner. I think I'm just gonna grab a little brush and take that Savvy Face palette and just add a little bit of that highlighter to my inner corner. These look good, please look good. Yes. Yeah, that's good. Oh, a lip color. How am I forgetting lips? What is wrong with me? So I don't have anything new to try out as of the lip area, but I'm just gonna throw on this liquid lipstick here from e.l.f. This is in the shade called Blushing Rose. I really like this. It just reminds me of the Dose of Colors Stone Liquid Lippy. Here's a very nice close-up where you can get a good look of the makeup itself. Pretty impressed. Anyway, guys, this brings us to yet the end of another video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if there's any other drugstore makeup products you want me to try out, or any video requests in general, doesn't have to be makeup related, just let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are new here. I love you guys, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!